everybody, my name is Michelle Edmonds and I'm the coach at the Serenity Weight Loss and Detoxification Program, and I'm here with another episode that was intended to be our Black History Month series on the differences for Black and brown skinned people in weight loss. Now, this is not Black History Month that you're watching this, and I deliberately waited because I kind of decided I didn't like the concept of 1 month to take a look at and to discuss issues pertaining to Black and brown skinned people. So if you don't mind, please watch this anytime, play it over again, and let's take on the subject. This is episode 3, though, of the differences for Black and brown skinned people in weight loss. Now, you must know, if you know me, if you've been following my videos, you know that I'm going to start with this fact. And I'm a really good researcher, so I think you're going to really enjoy this video, but we're going to start with this fact. The CDC tells us that brown and black skinned people, specifically African Americans, but brown and black skinned people are the heaviest people in the world. Now, with that said, black skinned people are the heaviest race worldwide. And as I've always shared with you, African American or black skinned women are the heaviest of all. In other words, they're heavier than black skinned men. That means black skinned women are the heaviest subset of people in the world. Now, with that foundational fact, we got to take a look. What's going on? What is this? And I'm not sure, as a black skinned woman myself, I'm not sure if I would be digging you, telling me what's wrong with me. And so it seems like God told me this was my job. And so here I am. Now I'm an impeccable researcher. Always have been, always been curious. I'm going to give thanks to my mom because she has always taught me to read, always taught me to dig and research for myself. So I'm very, very, very comfortable with digging and going through and pulling out facts. And these are some facts for you. I brought some props today. So I'm going to take you on a little tour. I'm not going to keep you long, but I'm going to make sure you enjoy this tour. Now, I'm a counseling psychologist by training. And of course, I'm interested then if any particular segment of the population is overweight, then psychologically, I'm going to ask, what is going on? What is that? Now, I'm suggesting I began scouring and researching, and I discovered that mascots or subliminal messaging is out there for all of us. The problem is with black and brown skinned people, the subliminal messaging is more negative. So let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean before you get your panties all up in the bunch. Hang on. Hang on. Okay. You recognize this? This is everybody knows this, right? Right. I'm kind of short, right? Everybody knows this. This is the Amazon logo. Prime is the fastest service, but this is the Amazon logo. And notice it. Did you realize that was a smiley face? What are they saying to you? They're saying, if you use our service, you're going to be smiling. You're going to be happy. And do you know? Obviously, a lot of people are using that service because it's been a phenomenal success. Phenomenal success. Service is quick. The refunds are easy. The products come to your door. Sometimes you can get it same day. So you smile. Positive image. Positive subliminal message. Term from psychology. Okay, now let's take a look at some negative ones. Remember, our foundational topic is, why are black and brown skinned people fatter, let's call it what it is, than any other race in the world? Let's look at some more subliminal messages. Let's take my friend, Aunt Jemima. You know about Aunt Jemima, right? Okay. Have you seen this? Okay. Aunt Jemima, she has her bandana on, and she looking like a slave worker, isn't she? Plantation worker, but she's really what they call a house worker because she's a cook. Let me tell you what this section says. It says, because it's a little bit hard for you to read. No problem, I'll be glad to read it for you. Easy to fix, Lenten luncheon. We're in Lent season right now. Fresh fruit cocktail with mint, Aunt Jemima pancakes with cream eggs. Look at that. And a beverage. Lenten luncheon. Almost sounds like dinner, but notice, my point is, notice it doesn't even say breakfast. What I've noticed is that African Americans, black and brown skinned people tend to eat breakfast foods for lunch and dinner more than any other racial group. Now, this is not Michelle Edmonds giving you theory. This is Michelle Edmonds sharing with you facts from being in business, running Serenity as a full-time business endeavor since 1992. Over 15,000 clients later, and I stopped counting in 2009. My experience is that more black and brown skinned people eat breakfast type items for lunch and dinner. And sure enough, this is called the Lenten luncheon. Okay, let's go to another one. Notice her bandana. Now, let's go fast a little bit further. Notice now Aunt Jemima is telling us she wants us to be happy. Almost like Amazon. Except Aunt Jemima's going to make us happy with pancakes. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. But notice the only people she's making happy or serving are white people in this marketing. Almost left me speechless. NAACP challenged Aunt Jemima advertisement as racist, and they demanded that Quaker Oats change it. And so they did. And now you'll see Aunt Jemima, she has a pressed curl hairstyle, but she's still on the box. She's still smiling. She's still happy. You see, when you have subliminal messaging, you have to ask, what is the message? Let's go to another one. Let's go to Cream of Wheat, another friend of mine. Cream of Wheat. Oh, yes. Smiling. He says, cream of wheat is something you're going to love. It's going to, he's smiling now. He's smiling. Cream of meat makes you happy. Happy. And so is a black-skinned man feeding a white child who we would surmise is slave master's child. And he's pleased, he's happy because little slave master child is eating and he's standing behind smiling. What's the message? Remember foundation. Black and brown skinned people are the heaviest, most obese people in the world. Cream of wheat. The food you never tire of. Smiling. He's still smiling. Here's another one. Cream of wheat. Maybe cream of wheat ain't got no vitamins. This is a quote. I couldn't make it any better. This is a quote from the advertisement on an old cream of wheat package. Maybe cream of wheat ain't got no vitamins. It's actually written this way. I don't know what them things is. Now I need to also add, black and brown skinned people tend overall to use less vitamins. Listen to the wording. I don't know what them things is. If they's bugs, they ain't none in cream of wheat. But she's so good to eat and cheap. Costs about 1 cent for a great big dish. I'm just showing you, you can't make this stuff up. Did I read that verbatim? Did I read that accurately? See, I don't want nobody going back and saying, did you listen to Michelle Edmonds' tape? Oh, well, where'd she get all that stuff from? You see, I'm an excellent researcher. I get it from my mama. So, now he's feeding some white children, and he's still smiling. Now, if you're a black little child, don't you want some of that? Wouldn't you be thinking, listen to this, subliminally, I want some cream of wheat too. Let's go to another one. Let's do kind of a mix. Y'all recognize my friend here? Colonel Sanders. Now, what does Colonel Sanders look like to you? Well, I'll answer the question for you. Colonel Sanders looks like a slave master. Who do they say eats most of the fried chicken? Come on, my white brothers and sisters, all of y'all. Go ahead, give me the stereotype. I'm not going to be offended. You know, and I know that the stereotype is black and brown skinned people can tap some chicken. Am I right? Kentucky Fried on this corner, pot pies on that one. Churches, until we began hearing rumors about them putting stuff in the chicken to make black and brown skin sterile, people sterile. Let's go now to an opposite image. Goya. Any Hispanic on that box? Now, I buy Goya. That's why I have it. I don't eat rice, but sometimes I have guests that do. There is no Hispanic on the box, and there never was. So what's my point? Let me tell you. If subliminal messaging is done through mascots, like I showed you, and the mascots for black and brown skinned people, especially black, are negative, but they're telling you that you're going to be happy eating foods that are fattening, that are not healthy for you. In fact, the end term now is gluten. Everybody's going gluten-free. But wait a minute. All the foods targeted at black and brown skinned people are full of gluten. How do I say that? Oh, let me show you one more. Oatmeal. How many of y'all out there eating oatmeal like it's going out of style? But the Quaker on your oatmeal looks like the Colonel on your chicken box. He looked like a slave master too. So while we eating up the oatmeal, having pancakes for lunch and for dinner, having bowls of cereal for dinner, having oatmeal anytime we feel like it, sometimes almost for dessert. And then the CDC comes to us and says, your doctor, to bring it on home, make it real local. Tisk. You people just need to lose weight. I don't quite understand why you don't get the weight off. And then our response is, let's be fair. I'm big boned. Those scales don't apply to me. If you're a female, I don't want to lose my curves. I'm not shaped like a white woman. No, you're not. You're bigger. Now, everyone has an obesity problem. Clearly, there is an obesity problem. But when your doctor says, when the CDC says that a particular group, brown and brown skin people, are heavier than anyone in the whole world, you got to understand where it comes from. And if you don't understand where it comes from, that means somebody else has a hold of your thinking, got a hold of your mind. You're not thinking for yourself. You're grabbing stuff because it tastes good, because you were sold. And I say, stop it. Stop it. Cut it out. Cut it out. Because you see, a white coat can't tell you this, because you'll be all offended. Well, I can tell you, I've been doing this since 1992. Cut it out. It's ridiculous when I have women who come to this program 5'4", 5'5", 242 pounds and better. That is my average lady starting the program. Cut it out. Are you going to write anybody? What do you think about subliminal messaging? Do you think it's fair? Do you think that's fair advertisement? Are you even aware that it's happening? Were you even aware they changed the way Aunt Jemima looked? Have you considered that maybe instead of buying these food items mindlessly, you might write the manufacturers and tell them, stop it. If you're going to target ethnic groups, then target them all. Then put a Hispanic on Goya. Or put an Asian on the white rice. After all, they have Chinese restaurants. If you're going to stereotype racial groups in the food industry, do it across the board. Do it across the board, baby. Don't target a particular racial group and then say, tisk, tisk. Tisk, tisk. Why are you people so overweight? For those of you that invite me to a seminar to speak on the obesity epidemic in the African American black and brown skin communities, this is what I say, this is what I show them. Write somebody and tell them you don't like it. More importantly, why don't you just stop buying it? You buy yourself some fresh salmon or some filet mignon and you sit down and like you in a fine restaurant and you cut your food. Oh, darling. But you stop eating like a slave. That's all I got for this episode. My name is Michelle Edmonds. I am the author and the coach at the Serenity Weight Loss and Detoxification Program. Follow me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Detox for Healthy Weight Loss. Go ahead and follow me at Facebook, Serenity Weight Loss and Detoxification Program. That's my commercial page. Very strong social media. I'm on Instagram, Serenity Weight. Leave off the loss. If you have a comment, I welcome hearing it. I invite you to subscribe and I invite you to stop. That's all I got. Have a good week, everyone. I'll see you soon.